Still such a fresh roster with this modernized inclusion, so why not hold on for the growth? There we go, TSS, quick first kill, ZywOo out of the door, back in, and that's perfect, because he dodges modernized, who goes to try to clear that. It opens the possibility of Rops to attack, and then so we get this, what looks like cookie cutter execute into the A site. Ooh, but there, okay, whoa, there's the X factor. That's what you want to see, Magisk, beautiful lineups through that smoke.
Someone's feeling it.
I mean, couldn't have asked for a better couple of random shots to connect. Not random in his mind's eye, he knows that entry pathing, and he nails it. So here we go, Falcons suddenly with a real chance of a retake. Still have to get through Mezzy. That one doesn't go bad. We've got now a triple kill to Magisk's name. Rops pops up, Kicksands kill. Falcons take the pistol, and I know why. This man on screen.
Yeah, look at that smile. That's mad serious. And yeah, I mean, he was shooting through the smoke, but he was also adjusting for the exact positions that they would get to. Very nice round out of Magisk.
A real question mark for me in this matchup. Obviously, we start the series, the best of 5 on Inferno again. The most lopsided score of that grand finals, 13-2 last time around. 2 kills for ZywOo out of the gate this time. Fast aggression from Falcons trying to meet Vitality, but did they anticipate this strong of a buy?
Yeah, that's already a bit of a mistake. At least they get a kill back. They got to be careful of this Monacy Rob situation.
That's nice. Frag grenade perfectly placed on Apex. He's now nearly dead. Nico gonna try to get the spam off, finds that timing, but they do lose Magisk. You've got modernized back sight, and he lines up the double, goes for the third, and takes it all. Individually, we've got 2 triple kills back-to-back from Falcons already.
I mean, just high-level rounds, really good all the way to the end.
Ooh. Nico on high alert here. Frag tells him exactly what he needs to know. Sees that utility coming out of ZywOo, tracks him through the smoke. And really, Vitality, they just haven't had a lot to shoot back at as of late. Magisk, triple kill.
I can see the respect here. They just assume that there could be a potential for a fake. There's no flank coming in, however. It's still a 4v2 for the moment.
Okay, Nico just burned back sight. There was a couple Molotovs there. Was a pocket in between, but somehow Apex gets himself a double entry.
Was it because Nico used to smoke on Banana?
Yes.
He must have eaten a flash at the same time. We need to watch that because he took a lot of damage just now.
He did extinguish the fire that he put down in front Banana, so it makes absolute sense he didn't have one to extinguish. But there was definitely a pocket between the flames.
The only thing I can imagine is that he also ate a flash.
Must have been.
And then before he ran out. Well, the flash doesn't work.
Flamesy pays the ultimate price, and he has been muted out of the gate here. 0 and 4 is Flamesy. You go down by a quarter thanks to the frags.
Well, they missed their second one, though. Those Hobbit nades. 4v5s in this tournament haven't been a big problem for Vitality.
Nice shot. Monacy again. Second kill. Nico there to support him. Kicks in.
Excellent.
Draws that line in the sand. Fire on the corpses. Vitality go up in flames, and Falcons are starting to sprint away with this.
Yeah, man. I don't want to start off too hot because I'm already shocked to see the result here. 4-1 start.
ZywOo,
and then this?
Yeah. A swift reminder of what Vitality's best can do.
Okay, Freiburg.
On his own or not. ZywOo slams 3 kills down into that B site. Apex will scoop up bomb, and here we go. Another plant to try to keep this T side close.
Wasn't that quite literally?
Wow, that's clean.
1 kill back.
He's good, dude. He's in the zone. And the last real go of it for G2 and Nico in that combo.
Yeah. No, so, unfortunately, his stats were good, but he wasn't feeling it and didn't look that great. Here.
Oh my God.
Dude, ZywOo right now, man. This rifle highlight is one for the books.
I mean, Magisk should just give him the 5th, so we can call this an ace. Stellar stuff from ZywOo here in round 6. Started to talk about how Falcons as a whole were locked in, but there's the step up in play. ZywOo dominates a round from start to finish on his own, all 3 kills Banana, and sends a message to Monacy that if you're gonna swing for us today, it's not gonna come for free. This shot.
Oh! Very cool. Good read here from Falcons. Good job from Kicksan. He has done an excellent job with that cache of utility and multiplying his presence. I think they're sensing there's 2 people here, if not 3, and they moved into this G2 mid-hold.
Okay, nice tether there from Monacy. It's a back turned off the first one. Nico, from the corner, able to slide out, doesn't have to follow suit, but still thinking about it, and he times it to perfection, finishing off the half health there of Apex. Rob's never really given a chance to get active. Down to the 10 seconds, no bomb possession. Falcons jump right back to winning ways. If it's not for the individual heroics of the likes of ZywOo, it has been coming up Falcons so far all half long. They'll go 3 players strong into the apartments. One of the more dedicated setups from Falcons in-app. So again, defense keeping things fresh. Not able, though, to come away with 2 kills, and Apex turns the pistol onto TSS. Okay, why not? P250 shot that cracks this site wide open. First time we see that hard, dedicated defense, and unfortunately for Magisk, it was a great setup, but he's not able to get a kill on the attack.
Awkward part is for him, man, there's a player jumping across, and that could have been Monacy holding for the second player, and Apex, or Magisk spraying down the first guy, but then it basically became Magisk too late to get the first kill, then had to flick to get the second kill, and it's not like you can tell Monacy not to take the shot if he's going to hit it, obviously. Some of the flashier players have a little bit more waste, but then a little bit more style. ZywOo has basically no waste. This guy is 100% sustainable.
Oh, careful though, they're jumbling up. That MP9 is gunning for them. The fact it gets denied. Okay. He'll take those. Nico, straight bullet into Messi's head on the retreat.
Just another Nico headshot on purpose, of course.
Very messy round though. Kixan had a bit of a death wish, but he knew he had them pinned in that corner, and from ZywOo's perspective, looks super awkward. He tries to jump up, misses the jump. Teammate bails in behind barrels with him. So a little frantic moment here in round 9, but we've still got this pack of Vitality players pushing Nico forward. We've got cover as well from beyond. Monacy team kill. Everything in front of him is dead.
He's got every kill, baby.
Simply slaughters. Bomb drops in front of him, the fruits of his labor, and Robs will have to come tiptoeing out of the apartment's push to try to reclaim this.
Look at the half Monacy's got with that 3 kills. And the team kill, of course, that doesn't help, but...
That is the epitome of Monacy go kill. Shouldn't be room for Robs to pull this off. But he picks the bomb back up, still has 30 seconds to work, and luckily for him, no flank yet. Him versus Monacy. First, no sir. 4 kills out of Monacy. These multi-kills are not stopping anytime soon by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's some kind of ace, if you ask me. He killed Nico that round. That's not easy.
Check this out.
Oh. Catching the jump, too.
Not a team kill in my books.
Yeah.
One shot to the back of the legs. A 10-2 T-side was Vitality's last going on Inferno versus Falcons in Melbourne. Things have changed.
Oh, they're not watching this properly at all.
Ooh, he has slipped fully underneath it. AK in front, Match is caught off guard. Somebody's got to recover here. This is so unexpected.
Oh, that's such a massive mistake. They weren't watching the default cross between the 3 of those players. They all could have had vision on it, depending on how they held their angles. But it seemed as if they were thinking Nico was going to be watching it from Moto.
Flashes into brackets, gets Testes awkwardly against the wall, hears them coming, can't stop it. And we get that 3-player starting pack towards B, trying to scramble through spawn. Magisk also dying empty-handed. Both of your A defenders down with nothing. And Nico unable to find timing on the vision, so Apex gets revenge.
He knows who's going to be spamming that smoke.
Sends one right through.
They've used, I want to say, the end balls, the late mid takes, the fast mid takes, and the B takes almost evenly throughout this entire game, making it as difficult as possible for Falcons to condition them.
Off hits the ground and the money's in question. There we go. Clean sweep for Vitality to try to tie this up 6-all. Feisty looking Desert Eagle here for Nico. Frag grenades be damned. He tries to find the challenge. ZywOo steps up to the plate, continuing to be the best piece of this Vitality camp.
I've got no issues with the way that Falcons have performed their CT setups either, though. Good stacks. Been getting a lot of information. Oh, individual players showing up.
All right. Apex locked in. Gets himself 2. Monacy's Desert Eagle, the single frag, and poor Magisk rotates over with a smoke flash, 5-7, 1v4 at hand. And if only he could have kept the first kill clean. The bomb's going to circumvent him, head over to the other site. Again, you can try to put your paws on the best Inferno team in the world, but they show us variety. Vitality is variety. And for that, this half is tied.
But also some great responses for Vitality. But for now, it's just Apex alone in B.
Frag lands in the middle. Softens up a few. They'll find no resistance in sight. Maybe it makes you a little nervous about that flank, so Magisk goes to take a quick glance at it. Doesn't actually commit into Banana. They're going to opt to go for this deep church control with 3 and 2 on New Box instead.
They've got the fresh smoke here on Coffins. This is the big part.
Door is really open for this Banana retake. They're going to send more util back, flushes out those 2 players. New Box kills are even. Apex takes the edge, but only momentarily. Magisk from the back of sight has Kixan to help out. Rops on the prowl, has to close this distance, get his kills, and now he's got to keep it clean. That gun is low. 3 shots to pull off the frag, and that kit gives him a little more time. The T peeks, and he misses his chance.
What is happening? He's
3 bullets to pull that off, and he doesn't, so time decides. Falcons, pistol, locked in.
Damn, did such a good job of making that attempt happen, but it's actually all because of Apex that this comes close. Countless maps actually have been extremely close for them in this streak.
No boiler test here for Robs, so yeah, these 5-7 kills, not as hard to line up. Apex still shotgun, and it finds
nice
the
shot.
headshot. Beautiful track on a flying Magisk.
Yeah, it allows Mezzi to get into position.
But at the same time, they then smoke off the two A-site defenders, put Archside in question, and we get this Flamesy CT positioning.
They're just so low on players now. Flamesy hears this smoke, and he thinks I can peel back, but he actually thinks they're actually leaving to go B. It's a Moto smoke, and they are expanding. But we are going to get into the final seconds of this round. 30 seconds, and they have to walk the entire way up Speedway, and Mezzi goes for the search.
Right, if you are the CTs with less to work with.
But he's running.
Yeah, he's going to find this out. They don't hear that? TeSeS is able to react at
Still
least.
information.
As all three players now barreling towards B-side. Flamesy and ZywOo versus 3. A bit more damage, but do they write this off? Headshot in an instant. ZywOo doubles down, no chance. Time decides this one. As long as Apex won't swing, and with that Mag 7, no need. Vitality get Falcons to the opposite bomb site.
Man.
And from the depths of dark comes ZywOo.
That was really smart from Mezzi to go for the search, but I think what they anticipated in their mind was that Falcons smoked Moto and walked back down mid. They could have considered trying to wrap towards the A site, but Apex hit that insane Mag 7 shot, and they got a little scared.
But right back to it. Kixan wastes no time. Another instance of a terrorist in-game leader chewing up space on Banana.
I don't know if that Nate would have done anything anyway, but I think the most important part of the round for Apex is that he pushed him back.
And he wins the duel,
man,
finishes it
the
off.
The way they're searching for info, the way they did it with Mezzi last round, how Apex is doing it here.
It's one of the reasons that it's so difficult to keep Vitality pinned down. He's going to peek in, trying at a second here towards B. Not this time, Apex.
I love it from Falcons. I mean, everything about these moves from Vitality we're trying to push and goad Falcons into going towards the A site. They just said, no, we're not going to respect that at all. Bomb's going down on Grill, so it'll take some HE damage.
No spam to follow suit. It's modesty in the background to take damage, so 2 to save for Vitality if they're allowed to. And Team Falcons bounce back from a sketchy round loss 1 prior. Reality is he sends out 2 players that are struggling. 5 and 12 is Flamesy, 3 and 12 is Mezzi.
True, true.
So just not able to step up to the quality of kills. Falcons have pushed out. Magisk, though, going to fall victim to an aggressive Rops in the apartments that wastes no time on the retreat. They'll take that 5v4 with these rounds starting to get away from them with the 2-round lead. I think you don't get egregious. No need for greed. A 5v4 feels comfortable when you're working with one of the 2 M4s on the field. You still got that util and MP9s to defend this B site. But again, I'll put them under the microscope. Flamesy and Mezzi got to step it up. And especially as Robs falls here, putting a question mark back on this half of the A site.
TeSeS was a phenom in the last final for his T-side impact. A 1.48 rating across the series, just on T-side. And a pretty massive entry. It rocks the map, but it actually only forces and encourages Vitality to reinforce A. Oh,
What is
just
that?
switching her gun for no reason. Flamesy dies because of it.
ZywOo then has to recover, and Monacy's not going to give them that chance. Double entry here for Monacy. Only the 5-7 for Mezzi. Bomb on Nico, nobody clears short. That'll catch one off, but you've got TeSeS now towards Pit to keep him away from the Nico fight, supposedly.
And now it's a 2-on-2 retake. It's possible Kixan and Nico are low.
Apex still smokes off. We're going to get Kixan to attack from behind. That tethering is going to free up Nico, who has now hands busy. Apex tiptoes out from Library, gets the headshot, peeks with the nade in hand, and it is Falcons to double digits. A near heroic moment from Mezzi, but if anything, a calamity from Flamesy.
Yes, it is. Unfortunately, like, well, at the highest level of CS, it is just about timings.
Ouch.
Falcons found a good one.
Look what comes with it, right? Very comfortable looking around. You'd assume Robs is going to continue to keep this apartment's pressure up, but there's usually a counterpart to come find him.
Yeah, there's a lot of alt players. So we got Apex now just running back towards CT spawn. The goalie has left the net over on the B side. Flamesy now joining up on A. They're hoping this attack ends A.
And yet again, they're going to try to prod it in the middle of the process. ZywOo on that M4, both down. Magisk clean as need be. Desert Eagle of Apex only gets the 1, and so Falcons ready to burst out through brackets like that. The team play, the trade frags, it is looking solid. So solid that Vitality, that's right, world's #1. And because of that lopsidedness, because of the win streak they've established, we still have to give this one the credit it deserves. Vitality not down yet, but clearly a couple weak pieces undermining the foundation of this map streak. Spam on smoke just enough. And for all the success Rops has been able to find inside apartments lately, it's never been a multi-frag. It's been one and dones. He comes back at the second fight and tends to lose it. This time, 2 clean kills on his own. One of the more comfortable CT rounds that Vitality have been afforded. TeSeS tries to test it.
And that's the active spotting that you want to see from the top of balcony. We saw that mistake from Falcons in the first half. The smoke at the end of long haul meant that they need to be a bit more careful about the approach. But again, Flamesy's individual level has been in question. He's now under attack.
Nico trying to chase it down. He's got Apex to help out with that flash. So
nice.
Nico thought he had blood in the water to chase down Flamesy, was right for the most part, but then Apex sets him up, and Flamesy gets to put a little bite behind that bark. I feel like a much-needed individual moment, much like that 5-7 double from Mezzy over on short. You know, you get into the depths of this game, all that pressure in the back of your mind, your individual levels betraying you. Now the two weakest pieces of Vitality have had a multi-kill round they should be proud of.
And 2 flashes to support Flamesy, giving him another chance to get a multi.
Whoa. Dangerous Apex crossing the road like that in the middle of the execute. Puts another flash into the grill. Then he tries to play side smoke. Flamesy gets 1. Apex with nothing. Here comes that ZywOo rotate.
Has to be him.
I said him and him alone. And he gets 3.5 on the holds. Apex serves up a distraction. Flamesy delivers. We go 10 seconds on this. Tess gets charged down. And so he still has just enough time to plant. ZywOo, with an uncharacteristic Hail Mary, comes charging forward. Can't finish the kill. And so we've got a post plant here for the Danes of Team Falcons. Deep angle denied. Shot from Tess, clean as hell. And that's 3 to his name. Oh, a fourth right with it. Huge on the T sides. We said there he is for 12.
The first team in the last 13 games now to be able to take them past double digits now on map point. Off the back of this play, it is not every day that you see ZywOo get caught off guard like that, but it's the fake plant at 11 seconds. When he's getting rushed down, ZywOo's mind, there's 3 players up. I can rush him. If he has to plant again and another teammate's close, there won't be that plant coming in.
Team Falcons have done a good job of keeping themselves so close together to just overwhelm. But this time, off shot's clean. Mezzy's right there, doesn't overstep.
Yeah, he knows it's on cycle. ZywOo jumps right back into the angle.
Wants to get a second serving. And now suddenly being smoked off like this, Mezzy knows that he's probably going to have to go to bat. He still just keeps his eyes into the corner. Nico's been able to get up into Boiler. Oh, this is weird. I missed no scope. ZywOo hits the leg shot. Mezzy cleans up house. 2 kills like that. The first of 4 attempts to close, but Nico off the shadows. Plays around that smoke, damn near to perfection. Bomb's got to get scooped up, 25 seconds. Magisk a little too late to the party. The first of 4 goes down. Mezzy holds his nerve.
What a crazy situation. We had ZywOo push through the smoke to help out their arch player. Vitality have been brought to overtime on a lot of maps and still come out ahead. Inferno's just not one of them. Haven't had to go that far.
Okay, damn near lineup. Flamesy gets the wallbang headshot in response. Very little to work with for the remnants of Falcons. Kicksan probably thinking maybe I can go grab that gun.
Flamesy's not recovered his scoreline, but he's looking a lot more serviceable in the last few rounds.
Mezzy same.
Late to wake up, yeah.
I mean, you can see this duel coming from a mile away. Nico's still in the corner. If Flamesy's not cautious, and he steps into this.
No one's coming to help him yet.
That could have been his death. Instead, he reels back slightly.
He has a molly for Grill. He can interrupt the plant as the rotation comes in, but this looks like it will be a full-on retake.
Falcons have sensed blood in the water, and so that second kit of utility rotates over on the belt of ZywOo.
They won't even use it.
CT smoke soon to fade. There's no grenades here for Team Falcons. There's 2 pistol players, and those pistol players could set up Monacy to go big inside of the church. Flamesy awaits this approach. Kicksan and Tess with pistols alone start to get this done. And then suddenly ZywOo's got his response back. Now it's the rifles that remain here for Falcons. One of them tucked up close, the other over on second orange. Timing is key, and he nails it. So what do you know? Falcons strike first tonight. And what does this mean? An Inferno loss, a streak that comes to an end, and a bad omen for the Vitality camp.
When it felt like the series was going to start after Vitality won Inferno, and then we talked about how close he could get.
Yeah, sounds to me like you're almost queuing up the 3-0 prediction.
Yeah, I do think there's a chance, which seems ridiculous. We'll see about Messi's form.
Will we? Ross is going to pick up the slack there. 2 kills to his name as he attacks out through the site doors. Magisk going to put a quick end to Mezzy as he tries to emerge and ends up going down empty-handed. He'll be beating himself up about that missed opportunity to peel players off the B commitment. The split never really comes in because Mezzy draws back, or excuse me, Magisk draws back the tunnels. But
I think Magisk heard them, so he can actually follow them.
Fast retake coming. They're already just all grouped up on the window. They're going to go flying in, simply using distance to put those crosshairs off the mark. Now Magisk has been found out bottom middle. He has to run it down. He has no other choice. It's a 10-second defuse here from Flamesy. 2 seconds away. He's got to stop it, and it's great coverage here from ZywOo, so Vitality with a pistol.
Nice. Yeah, they pushed in so quickly, it didn't even matter that they know Magisk was caught at mid and ran out towards the lower tunnels. They were in time.
And a fast commitment coming through from Falcons with an entry frag that looks good.
Late to the spray.
Flashes in front of Mezzi. He's going to charge down. This pack lines them up for good damage. Apex is the nade exactly where it needed to be. But that kill feed just goes back and forth the entire time, despite the best efforts of the util. Huge move from ZywOo. Insight and finding further damage, setting up Flamesy and giving himself a chance to the clutch. It's shots both ways, both players low. And Nico, he loves to take his time in these weird moments of 1v1s. But as he comes out with the lesser gun, it's ZywOo to close out for the 2-0 start.
Man, they did not stop retaking. They didn't want to bomb down. They're letting the mid walkout take place. These nades. That's actually putting them in danger right now.
Ooh, good swing out from Mezzi, but Monacy's collecting kills in the meantime. And TSS is going to find it in that pack of players that creep out through doors. Man, they come away with a man advantage.
Look at that bait, man. They had Apex throwing his utility on a cat because they had a player up there pretending it was going to be a late cat play.
Flamesy's position, it's a bit labored considering M4 versus Falcons, and down he goes.
That was such a good bait. Now
Lucky to finish off Kicksan, I suppose, but you've got the clutch for Vitality in the play, and TSS isn't even able to get off of that site. This position, unbeknownst to Rops, you see it catch him off. And a tip of the hat to Magisk, who steps up in another critical closing moment to put Falcons first on the board.
Between Monacy and Nico, we watched Doubtless, we watched the World Final. We understand like the impact these two players can have alone.
It's a good scout shot from Apex to get Monacy down to 34. Ooh, and Flamesy's going to capitalize on that early damage. Finds first kill, and Nico returns the favor. You might be able to find a fight, but you won't be able to flight after. Tessa's trying to join up as well. Will Rops be able to find anything?
Everything.
No, they're also beyond him as well. He could still keep this pace up and find them, because now they're starting to stall out to use that utility. Nothing's going to slow them down, though, once they hit, right? It's just Mezzi kind of leaning back, but they're already going to be on that elbow. And so they get onto site. Rops does find timing, at least killing the flank. And then that scout of Apex connects again. Oh, a second here from Apex. He's done a lot in this round to push Magisk into an awkward spot. It's an op on his back, and so this MP9 creeping up's got him dead to rights.
All right.
They made the right moves at the right time.
They throw just a little bit of retake utility. Apex starts to move over to A. He's not going to be tricked. Flamesy from the pit. He'll be relying on a flash. He has no nades for himself.
It's that Deagle first. Goes down with nothing. Rifle to follow suit, so effective trade out of TSS. ZywOo's got a chance to shine here. Waiting and waiting, and he does so well. Monacy straight up bested. Nico's got his cat play going. That's the solution. Long may have been held back, but Catwalk falls the way of Nico. The jump up is not denied, though. Mezzi's getting in with his.
Oh, bad smoke.
Huge gap here. Can Mezzi? No, he can't stop them from getting over. Not just the bomb, but TSS now a little tunnel vision, as suddenly this long attack's going to catch the Opera sleeping. Rops just cranks the tempo, and Mezzi cranks out 2 headshots.
Woo, Nico be pissed about that. He jumped up on the fast cat, and Mezzi.
Frustrating, of course, after 2 clean executions on the previous A defenders. Okay.
Wow.
Well then.
And again, a feature of this event for Falcons definitely been Magisk. Just been consistently getting better kills. He's really stepped up. He's the only player in this game with limited focus. Like he could, if rounds were 5 minutes long, he could still just jiggle the entire time.
Apex trying to do the same thing here on ramp. Oh, God damn!
He just got plastered against that wall, man. Stained up in plain sight. Nico off cat again.
Look at what this does. The floodgates opened. 5 players charging up.
It literally becomes a round they can win all of a sudden.
3 Desert Eagles walk into this round. Magisk and Nico hit absolute bangers. And now Vitality has to figure out a way to retake, because you've got 2 guys emerging from the depths of spawn. ZywOo's doubling back from long now. Rops finds his first one. The retake starts to get going. Of all the Deagles out there, it's a Glock kill. TSS does the same. 2 Glock frags, 2 Deag kills. Nade down to 44. ZywOo working with the kit, times of the essence, and he gets him.
Ooh.
Jumping out to try to take the spot. ZywOo is the hero of this one.
Yeah, big
but
time.
Costly. $2,100 for the pistols here on Falcons, and they clear 4 players off the board plus plant.
Yeah, but it's still 5-2 here. After that, nice shot out of Magisk. Beautiful shot out of Nico. He said, how does it connect? How doesn't it connect? Well, there. It does. TSS he actually did have a chance of winning that if he just assumed it was a fake. If he let ZywOo stick.
But again, there's been a lot of space, I think, taken by Falcons on this catwalk hit. ZywOo damn near clipped by Nico, who then drops first. ZywOo comes out, emerging, ready, probably because that flash puts him on high alert.
Yeah.
So they'll try to redirect, and they'll do it pretty swiftly. Into mid. It's one thing to put this wall of smokes up when you don't have somebody close door, but Mezzi's supported by Apex, and unless Magisk plays this late, there's really nothing behind it.
This is an excellent setup from the CT side. If it is a mid B, Apex will reload in the smoke, but that just drops the guard of Magisk.
Perfect.
Now it's on Rops. He's playing Hummer, but he has teammates to allow him to do this.
There's a flashbang here from Apex, thrown out, and Robs won't swing. Very clearly aware of what's to come, now confirmed by that full-blown exec. Apex, it's a little awkward, but Robs just buys his time to perfection. Him and Apex assist one another for both those kills on the hold. Monacy's gonna go down with nothing. All 5 stand for Vitality as they go 6-2 on the lead of the CT half.
So good. The only thing that works out here for Vitality, they actually start 2 and B.
Careful though, Rob's kind of rattling off bullets, lets them get close. He'll shave Nico off the pack, but he loses Mezzi towards Car. Then he gets taken, now he's scrambling. But leave it to Robs to still find somehow to milk it for a little more. Kixen gets back with his Tech-9 down beneath window. Oh, Monacy, Desert Eagle right between Apex's eyes. And so man advantage taken off that one. Falcons looking comfortable on site, but for how long? This retake's not far away. ZywOo eats that flash fully, but they won't know it. They are so ready to jump on it, they can hear it, and so Kixan decides now's enough. He'll swing, shave one more off. Flamesy, Hail Mary moment. Bomb at the halfway point, no kit, no nades. Oh, he doesn't see a chance in with so many bodies layered up. This time it's gonna be Flamesy.
This is what the coaches were talking about. And you can see Mezzi on the other side of it. Apex trying to find a way to get to A.
Unannounced. He dinks both, and the spray's then an easy cleanup. Monacy just wants the bomb back before ZywOo takes a glance. Here comes Nico off catwalk. Monacy now dead. No way you're getting that bomb back. Surely not at 25. Nico has to understand this one's fizzled out in front of him. Tess successful out towards middle. But that is Flamesy. Because they go for it unannounced, Magis trying to clear both sides. His barrel gave Flamesy all the warning he needed.
Flamesy picked a great angle for that. We saw him in pit before that, and he caught them as they come out to blue bin. So a few ways you can play long that are all great for one fight, and then after that, it just gets scary because they can run alongside the railing, go out wide.
Here we go. Smoke boost in mid, but it's going to be the all-in long. Kixan emerging with the go. Okay, there's Lady Luck.
He ate every flash, too.
But mind you, he did know what he wanted, so to track down Apex.
This is big, though. ZywOo kills the one player who's going in pit, so they don't actually have to fall back.
Falcons will still take up the space. Monacy sliding down into pit. Lets them know where he's at. We could have a battle of the offers if not for all this pressure on the corner. Can he serve up a distraction? A collateral shot here that keeps Nico standing on 16 health. Smoke in anticipation.
No way.
There's certainly a world where they write off the thought of a second rifler back there.
He's got that sense.
More damage. Understands exactly what they're trying to get off with.
It's like he can see what we can see. He knows that this push is going to come out.
Flamesy barrel to the back of Magic's head. ZywOo full confidence in holding this down. And Monacy the entire time has been trying to find a way to counterpick with the op. Hasn't even seen ZywOo. He's watching his teammates fall like flies.
That's incredible. He's like literally, he's telling Flamesy, just be calm. We actually have the situation. We don't have to move. And has somehow avoided this scope.
I mean, if he outduels Monacy, no way.
Out in the open, too.
ZywOo in full control of the situation. Wow. 3 kills to his name, plus the assist. Monacy still hasn't reacted to it, really. Did Apex just get away with that?
I think
he did. Oh, he's lucky, man.
He's going to milk this one.
Not only for the timing, but also for the jump. Apex, no triple kill, but still a huge individual moment. He called Kixan lucky for the last headshot, decides to take this round into his own hands with a nice convincing top-mid double kill. Poises Vitality nicely for a 9-3 CT side. A good improvement as well from those that were at the bottom of the barrel. Flamesy and Mezzi step it up from map 1 to 2. SS full exposed by that flash. Flamesy invites him inwards, and Kixan's gonna hit the ground. So a TSS Desert Eagle, all that's between them and a 6-round lead at the end of the half. The question today was, will streaks be broken? And while you'll have to watch all day long for that win streak, Inferno dropped first. I'm sure it'd be real nice for Vitality if they could get one back. Falcons, a convincing, albeit shorter win streak on Dust 2. SS tries to zone them all together, but too many bodies in the way. There it is. 6 rounds the difference, and a comfortable half for the Vitality camp.
It might be this, you know, having Dust 2 taken potentially by Vitality, Falcons ending the Inferno win streak. Like, it's a surprise to see Vitality wake up this much, but look at them go. However, Nico with that answer back means that Falcons could actually pick up another pistol.
Although I think reaction is clear. Vitality, just push it down long, take what space you can while the uncertainty of B is still up there.
E250.
Yeah, it's such a golden chance, usually, for Vitality to reclaim pistols. Not today. Not in the face of Monacy, who gets that Falcons war machine rolling. Monacy looking real comfortable. Missed shot, though. Apex just the top of his head over the barrels. Luckily for the defense, ooh, Nico actually drops the chance at going off of the Kixan double kill. I was going to say they held one other side of mid. It was a successful push into tunnels, surely here by Kixan, but everything else goes south. Why is there Mezzi in spawn, asks Kixan. We've all been there. Plus, he had the bomb.
Yeah.
If Kixan's ready and wins that duel, this round goes right back up into the 50-50.
I guess one of those situations, how could you be ready? And now they're watching behind them, but there's a timing here for TeSS. He might get a clip off. He might get 2 clip offs, in fact. And now it's a one-on-one. Mezzi has the B site to himself. He has all the time in the world. Where do you want to play from? TeSS can come from anywhere. He's going to play.
What's he grab?
What? Out on the scaffolding, in the window. He's spotting.
Molly flash, no kit. Duel right here. I love this reposition from Mezzi. TeSS seems more concerned about the site and picking up pieces for the retake. Hasn't even looked at scaffold once. Oh. There it is. Creepy stuff from Mezzi. Crouches down behind half scaffold. But a shuffling defense as Vitality wastes no time. I mean, they're not hiding this. Molotov onto the car.
Oh, they're so far ahead of this.
Gonna creep 3 players already ahead of that smoke. Talk about how comfortable Vitality could be. TeSS are gonna have to do it again. And he's gonna drop with nothing. m0NESY looks to be the difference maker on this one. Knows he's on the ramp. Can wait just a bit. But he misses that chance and gives up half his health in the process.
Yeah,
the kickstand climb up could be a threat. Nico's boost, perhaps.
The smoke's in such a weird spot. It's so deep. There's 2 mollies here for the CT side. But they can't let this go on too long.
And that's fine. You've got m0NESY with an incendiary coming from catwalk soon enough. Mezzi with a lesser weapon takes that quick look over the ledge.
Oh, a long smoke.
That could spell disaster here for Falcons. Are they still going to go for this? Nico threw off the flash. Zywoo covers, AK in hand. You've got 3 more players. Missed shot from m0NESY.
What a shot.
Picked up by Magis. Apex slips up, hits the headshot on the one.
He's going for the knife.
2 seconds, knifes out, can't kill him. Gets it, and now that bomb pops. Vitality, just barely.
Last possible frame, and he gets that wild knife kill in the smoke. Oh, he's psyched about that. 4-11 rounds too. Had to be then. Doesn't get any more tense than that.
What? How?
It reads 0 on that.
But neither of them are on this B bomb site. Instead, it is Kickstand and Magisk. Healthy amount of util here for Magisk, but already those nades sail out. They've got the cover of the smoke at the exit of the tunnel. Kickstand just kind of caught. And now Magisk, no double kill to his name. Looking primed, if not for the Nico. Famas out through window. Apex double kill. And an MP9 delivery here for m0NESY. It is a retake needed at a man disadvantage. As Vitality follow through on the backswing of this T side, gunning for 4 rounds straight to just close this in convincing fashion. To put an end to the short-lived but impressive win streak of Falcons on Dust 2. That is the goal here for Vitality, to get one back over Falcons after their win streak loss on Inferno. And really pushed out of this bomb site now. m0NESY a quarter health and time's ticking, so they'll close it. 13-6. We're not in Australia anymore. This script is different.
Well, this will be an excellent test of individual level. Train has been scrappy as hell these last couple of months. Another streak's on the line. And a chance for a 2-1 for either of these teams.
Feels like an insta-kill here. Kickstand finding Mezzi somehow, some way. Apex returns the favor with a big scalp in m0NESY. Not going to be any Ivy threat for Nico. He takes a look at it for a second. Icon smoke comes down. Nico looking a little labored in that effort, but luckily for him, his team comes up with an edge. Flamesy into the clutch. You got a lot of bodies to figure out here. Insta-gush on TeSS. Great start, considering he takes no damage back in return.
Very hard to get into tradable spots. I know Flamesy thinks that he can win this round. And with that bit of info, it's scary for the CT side.
Bombs down outside T-Con. That'll be a key pickup at some point.
I was thinking about, yeah, shoot the feet. 5 HP for TeSS. He could die to that.
Why not, right? Take him out at the shins. There's that piece, though, for Magisk. Wraps all the way back around CT spawn, and well worth it. Down to 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs here. Vitality, 50 seconds. Gonna get those nades out, but unfortunately for them, T-Con's not looking all that free. Smoked off. And a very front-facing Nico. Try to press through. They'll find the entry. That flash just enough to make Nico uncomfortable. Suddenly now, m0NESY, this Famas at this distance looks uncomfortable as well. It's a double kill from Flamesy. A lot of players just boxed up on top of E-Box. And Apex gets another one. So slowly but surely, Vitality continue flooding forward closer to this site. Bomb is in tow, though. Third piece that needs to cross over. We're down to 12 seconds. Oh, that was a great chance for Magisk to interrupt the follow-through. You could see that hesitation from Vitality for a second, but in contrast to some of the chaotic outer moments, it's a variation in the setup. We'll see if it changes things. Flamesy's not really going to have as many targets. Never mind, they actually just come shuffling closer. Very interruptive. Robson Mezzi bounce back to keep it even, but then we get m0NESY sliding around inside of sight to try to recover here. They go even, if not for that health advantage. Mezzi barely alive, so the nade will finish the job.
Nice nades, man.
And Apex to the clutch. 1v2, going to be hurt out by m0NESY, so Magisk wastes no moment running over towards this B site. Don't think he'll stop plant, but it'll be tough for Apex to get out of here. Molly in hand doesn't notice Magisk from Oil, and so there it is. Falcons right to a 3rd round win.
Now again, I feel as though Ivy is as hard as it was to take before. Oh, what a peek out of Flamesy.
Is he okay? He'll put it out just to be safe. Mossy operating on his own.
But look how heavy they are inner.
Yeah.
This is actually correct for Vitality. Has to be Modesty to hold this.
Kixan's gonna try to come running back. Fire on Monacy's feet. No smoke to extinguish this. Can't even really go for the peak the way it's spread. He'll find his headshot though. Good enough. Tries to stay into cover because he just lost his teammate, but Mezzy swings out wide, and that's the backside cracked open. That's the outer yard taken. They're cautious that somebody's over in Ivy. Not the case because of the Falcons' heavy inner emphasis. Vitality find out that once that bomb goes down, this is all too easy.
Yeah, something of a blind gamble here for Falcons. Would have loved to maybe save an extra gun along the way.
But because that round's also so free, I'll take that silver lining back. The cash here on Vitality is looking good.
Yeah, true.
Flamesy tries it again, met by resistance, but he'll still succeed. You were kidding.
Copy and paste.
We thought to ourselves it's because nobody spots him that round gets picked up by Flamesy. Instead, he just charges in, double Mac 10 duel, wins them, and then Mezzy and ZywOo are presented the next couple of kills. Poor Monacy now. There is nothing to even shoot at, as that bomb will inevitably go down on B off of Rops's excavation of information.
That was looking like a weird decision to push up Pop in that spot instead of just going inner. Because Flamesy gets 2 kills, then he gets info on 2 more players, and they know they just have inner all to themselves.
Monacy hunting down upgrades. It's a tale that's becoming too common in these last couple of rounds, and Rops real deep. So fast in returning to the other end. This is a faster tempo, though, set by the CTs. Kixan walks in on the action.
Yeah, he's ahead of that Molly.
It looks like he'll catch them off guard. ZywOo's back turned to him. Now we get that ramp push. Magisk trying to tether off the push with Nico right behind it. Vitality realizing this is probably not a comfortable avenue of attack.
This is something Falcons specifically were doing early on with Train, taking control like this, and that was a very cute play out of Kixan. Everyone's using spawns to their best advantage right now. Ooh. Clean kill out of TessS. You can still see Vitality finding good fights.
Ooh, Monacy's gotten away with this one. A little Sanctuary backside. Feels like that will surely catch Vitality off. But maybe not. Mezzy, insta-headshot, unable to get himself another. Rops' position now well known and no teammates to work with. He's got bomb in 20 seconds. Would have to be the 1v4, 3 left. We hit 15 to that clock. He hears the steps inside Icon, so he'll try to get this close kill, knowing that would have been the player to push him on the plant. And it's majority alive here for Falcons.
So I think people stopped doing this because it felt like a bluff, but you can see they're trying to piss Vitality off, using a lot of smokes on it.
It is flustered out through T-Con. Nico has to turn over to stop it, and in that moment, it is headshots galore.
The mind games are next level. 3 smokes goes into T-Con control. Vitality know that's atypical. They still have a plan to take it, as if they know that there's going to be a chain smoke coming in a 3rd one. They throw that molly down perfectly. They attack as if they have nothing to worry about, and they find those 2 early fights.
It's one thing to play that Ivy control in the anti-eco like you just mentioned, but now this time TessS is still allocated back there. Doesn't have a ton of utility just due to the nature of the economy, but here comes pressure into T-Con. ZywOo's getting burned back and Flamesy dies right in front of him. Very good zoning here offered by Nico and Kixan, something that really feels like they've been fighting for multiple rounds, but leave it to Rops to find timing. He slips out, missed jump.
Oh, that's awkward.
Otherwise, it feels like at the very least, Kixan would be dead. Instead, Falcons able to not only take the fight on their terms, but then hold off the unexpected Rops attack.
Oh, that's a freebie, actually. ZywOo going from T-Con back to Ivy. And they were looking for a fight here. But it's still kind of early into the rounds. Ooh. Gotta be careful, Falcons.
That's good info. Nico's shooting. Ops just fired. They write off the possibility of a deep corner hold. ZywOo, no second chance on Nico. And so this one gets cleaned up with majority alive. There it is. Non-existent utility to hold back Ivy, and there's been an affinity for it from Vitality in these last couple of rounds. Here we go again, announcing the approach. Well-timed peek out of TessS. Player in the back throwing nades, guy up front worried about the close play. Monacy, tough shots up close like this, and he misses his second chance. Flamesy takes it to the legs and survives. But you've got Nico at the front of the site. TessS still holding on to the back line, and Nico doesn't look like he wants to move, but Rops will just drag him out of there. Him and TessS and Kixan too. Magisk not able. Rops goes huge. Why not? Picks up a quad kill for the road. A 7-5 T-side Vitality. Little pump fake, throwing smokes outside, but getting ready to hit B site from above. Robs is going to have his hands full, sees that second volley of U-tilt versus Monacy, keeps it clean. Players fall down onto site, but because ramp is stopped, he had a little room to work with in cover. Okay, because of the fire, it delays the Z-take. Here's Magisk, back turns to him.
Oh, don't.
What's he want here?
Too long.
He drops the shot. He's at least able to recover, and now they know about this nuisance. There's another layer to this, though. Kicksands coming around through CT spawn. Apex has gotten the kill. He can straight up defuse this.
They don't know.
They don't know, but there's nobody here to stop it. Both these Ts on the opposite side from bomb. He's got to get on top of it. And now Kicksand, desperate to close this distance. 5 seconds on the defuse, makes the jump, sitting duck, slays him.
Okay, swinging from the ladder. Sonic got his hands on his face. All good.
Already on site fast, so fast.
Oh,
but
they're
the
getting crushed.
CT stuff it. And P9s just run rampant. Outer yard smashed. That is tempo, but it's also Modesty to bring this back. Apex and
Come
Mezzy
on.
through smoke. No losses as of yet. Oh, Magisk
Oh, the timing
almost
is
gets the timing on
crazy.
that one. And because he gets so far, maybe they would have thought nobody's here, but Flamesy now announces himself, draws them forward. This Crossfire's killer. He's going to try to run, comes back at it, and holds
beautiful.
Kicksan away.
You could say the timings were very fine, but they also were jiggle spotting both together
Oh,
at
yeah, it
different
was
moments.
perfect.
Like they were covering each other beautifully.
You know, it's not some grand tactic that we think, wow, Vitality have cooked this up, but it does show that even within the minute details of the newest map in the pool, Vitality are finding a way to get the edge. And there's consistency that's coming with that. So this one's an easy cleanup, damn near mirrored setup, this time versus guns, and it goes down just as smooth.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Suddenly become a totally different day.
I think defeat has become such a foreign flavor. Vitality just want to bounce back as fast as possible. Looking good, if not for the Tech 9. Good pressure.
There's an op.
Not over yet. Zywoo's op exchanges hands. Matt just wants the rifle instead. Unfortunately for him, he goes down with nothing more. Falcons try to crank that dial. And there's no denying it caught Vitality off, but they recovered well. And that Desert Eagle from Modesty gets away from him. It is a Vitality on fire with 6 map points.
Crazy. But no Z rotator right now. Bomb coming closer. The exec comes in. I feel like he's pretty safe up here, you know, from a lot of utility. And Apex is now getting closer. Oh, they take out Tassis and the exec comes.
2 ops, 2 op frags. No challenge here for Vitality so far. CT side, damn it, near perfect. It was that pistol in Falcon's back pocket that would have led you to believe this T-side had legs to stand on. But ever since the force buy win comes through, Vitality have not looked in that rear view mirror. All done, almost crushed. Absolutely perfect, if not just playing with their food. A 2-1 lead in this best of 5.
And here we already see they're going in for some early info, but it's a fast A attack coming in.
Just Mezzy to lean back on bench. Gives it a second glance as he waits for those smokes to pop. Zywoo trying to find timing on the spam. And it gets away from him. Mezzy, though, 2 heads turned for a split second. Had a chance to sideline a couple players for free. Now Apex has the answer, but it only comes in the form of 1 kill from him. And Falcons follow through with that clinical execution. Smokes down, flashes where they need to be. Everything looked a little awkward for Vitality there, and Falcons, given the space, just follow through smoothly.
Yeah, it's just a pretty great call here. It's a site that they're playing retake on, and they get in so early. Even though the push is pretty quick over on the other side of the map, it doesn't matter. This isn't a round where Vitality are waiting and searching and going for mid before they go for the air attack. So
The only asterisk is that
is Hunter still calling?
on that force buy, they lost one. The same thing could happen here. Not again. This is how it went down in the second half of Train. You pick up pistol, you lose to the force. That close Palace play works. Nico has lost track of Flamesy, obviously still thinking about the possibility, but then, oh, what a perfect wrap back around.
Wow.
Flamesy just sticks the barrel to the back of Nico, who was worried about exactly that, but he thought maybe he'd play inside the smoke, hide in a corner.
He also had to watch the whole site at the same time. So, oh man, that is so frustrating and actually amazing for Flamesy to do this. But as he brought up, you can win as many pistols as you want, but it's really about those conversions. Vitality steal this away entirely.
And all the other conversions
honestly,
were good.
They had a ramp smoke. It was 3 players in the site, 2 players on the other side of the map. It wasn't a full-on stack here over on A. But the 1 smoke, Falcons felt like they had to run through.
Like a moth to the flame.
See,
Is no stranger to running risks. This time, oversteps maybe.
The
Top
1AK.
stairs. That single rifle with the Galil on the other side, those two rifles, what you want to get the ball rolling. It's a matter of whether it can follow through with the round win, though, and ZywOo does great damage off this scout, killing Kixan, thrusting the Galil to the dirt for now, finishing Magisk, so there's no real sight control, and, well, Falcons see that as an invitation to take jungle. How do they slow this round down to maintain control?
Yeah, you would want to have a top con smoke so that you could plant opposite default or back of triple, but instead they've taken over control of it, not seeing anybody. Now it's actually scary for them to cross back, as we can see. And the idea that they go B, well, I think that's actually expired as well, because now they have to get through spawn. Mezzi's already watching it, and this is where the flank actually comes in. So, little weird here from Falcons, but they still have the chance to get to B, just a longer route.
Ooh, another tag.
Wow, man.
ZywOo's scout, really the hero of this round.
And he'll get another chance, even another one.
Though starts to miss, and that opening has allowed for the bomb to go running at it.
Oh, what a shot.
Absolutely had to hit that shot. The Thomas catches ZywOo off guard. He's going to survive on 8. This Desert Eagle's the reason the bomb has gone down. And then he misses, much like that ZywOo scout. Here comes Robs to try to bail them out with 100 health. TeSeS is the reason that we're standing here in a post plant. TeSeS tries to find them. It gets away from him, but he still connects. And now it's low health here for ZywOo. He finishes it off. 3 to TeSeS. His T-side's impeccable.
Critical impact out of TeSeS, man. Unreal that he even hits that one deagle shot as he enters into the site.
You know, it was modernized who steps into the server tonight as the highest rated player at this event. That has since changed, surpassed by ZywOo ever so slightly. We see him starting strong, but dying out to a USP, not where he wants to be. Luckily for them, easy cleanup more or less. ZywOo, don't you dare.
Woo. For everyone on this team, I swear. Oh man, that's one way to go, TeSeS.
Thoughts on
Threw
that?
that early flash and thought that it wasn't still being watched. This is also because ZywOo never shot this op in this round so far. But that raw duel, that's just such a clean 5v4 here for Vitality, and they immediately take space after that too.
Yeah, they're going to take over Palace, not with just Robs alone, seeing as last time he met 3.
You just create so much space by taking over place like, oh, okay, actually one back on jungle. I don't even know
Deep
from
angle
where.
from Catwalk.
Oh, he was up in ladder room.
Yeah, that'd make more sense.
But if they go back to A, 2 players are in halls right now. And ZywOo actually gets a kill that pushes him in this direction.
Not going to let them get any eyes on that B bomb site. So at 35 with the execution smokes coming over, and that effectively cuts Nico out of this unless he wants to chance through smoke. He doesn't know what's waiting for him. He'll come out onto the stairs. Still, nobody holding Palace, and the fact that there's 2 players up here looks like it will catch them off. Maybe only one needed. Nico finally hits top stairs, but there's Robs. That last layer of defense. Flamesy, yet again, a just significant piece of this A success.
And it's such a good example. Well, first of all, ZywOo.
Just looking for this timing on the jump up. Just missed it. Would have found that. Still finds the player down. Oh no, TeSeS.
He needs to swing out a little bit to get that fight.
Tries to just get an angle. Instead, slips off that little lip. And all the while, Mezzi still just holding off, right? Patient about this play. Modessy's going to try to challenge. Beautiful headshot on Rops. Mezzi looks to strike within that timing from the bottom of Vitality's scoreboard. Doesn't leave, lines them up. And it's a Desert Eagle spam from Magisk that's short-lived. TeSeS still bottom middle, looking for something to pull on, but he doesn't have bomb possession at 30 seconds. And Vitality have eyes on this smoke, so it seemed. Flamesy thinking about it, gets the better of him, and Vitality cut that lead down to 1 round real quick.
And then it'll be TeSeS on the other side.
There are people cheering at home, I don't deny that.
Real Modesty fans watch the demos.
At the end of the day, I was like, what would it be like to be KRL, where you can just scream 100% bias? Uh-oh. Hang on. Was that trying to play for info or trying to tell us what was about to go down? Because with a Glock and no armor, Modesty has suddenly put 2 M4s in the hands of Falcons.
We're talking no armor on this.
We're talking nothing on this. They limp into this round with Glocks. Modesty lets us know, alludes to the success he's going to find, and pulls that out of the hat. Double market retake. Magisk making the best of the M4. Now they've got to come in from one direction. This is the round that they had no business winning. The most lopsided in all of the buys. And of all the rounds we've witnessed, this is his. Modesty with the double Glock entry.
He took his time. That's why he took his time. There was a plan all along, and the burst clock of all things to get the second frag.
A Glock.
We're dazed. Okay. Well, ZywOo doesn't care. He's still just opping.
As is Rops this round. So double op setup changed here from Vitality in the 9th. 2 Glock kills.
Best team in the world just lost to no armor.
1 burst Glock. Double headshot, point blank, upside the head. You'll love to see it. Flamesy's approach to Palace. Ooh, they get jumbled up.
Ugh.
Apex tries to like force him in, and in that moment, Magisk just feasts. This was man advantage Vitality for a moment. And ZywOo's still out there floating with the op, but a retake's not likely with the double op setup. And modernized is keeping these headshots rolling. Rops and Mezzy layer up. And now all of a sudden, it's him versus Kickstand in the clutch. That offer is meant to be holding the angle.
Took a few fast steps.
Dude, Rops able to close this gap. And what? Oh, he thinks he's walking around. What did Rops think was happening there?
No clue, actually.
Ouch. TeSeS just loses half his health to that frag. It's been a while since we've had the all-in execute, since the pistol, if I'm not mistaken. So here we are, 10 rounds later, and Falcons gonna give it a shot. But they'll meet ZywOo in sight, who's just one bullet away from toppling Nico in that process. Only a smoke here for Mezzy, so no real disruptive utility. He'll find Nico. The little that was left of him is Kickstand off of bench. Adds an element of surprise. modernized was perched top Tetris, but since the bomb went down, it kind of slows things down for a moment. And within that pause, you've gotten Vitality still keeping the pressure up. Mezzy connects onto their in-game leader. Man advantage here established for the defense, and a well-timed peek out of Apex could catch them off guard. They are very much stuck on default, but who's stuck in with who? modernized back against the wall. Magisk by his side.
If they plant default, Apex is back there and ticket. Oh, nice shot, modernized. Caught him out of the sky. But do we need a stairs peek from Vitality in that situation? Shouldn't they have delayed for time since they had still control of top con, stairs, and ticket?
At some point, they're going to be concerned about that back A site. But TeSeS, he'll step up to the challenge.
Who's cornered? You know, right now, Falcons are the ones clustered. CTs everywhere.
They know about the right side. Left peek comes in. They're able to piece it all together. modernized doesn't pull the trigger on that Rops jiggle. 30 seconds, bomb's gonna go down, no challenge. modernized looking for the style points to close it. Every second he buys here is good. It'll keep Rops away from sight. A much-needed retake with no kit and no HP. They'll end this half on fire. A masterclass of a T-side, 9-3.
I think that one's just a bad fever dream for Vitality. They're going to try to win some dignity back here in the second half, but it starts with pistols, and Falcons have been good on them. Uh-oh. Spotted ya.
They are 6-1 in pistols this series. That is about as lopsided as it gets. Gunning for a 7th. You know, the real, of course, asterisk. Gotta convert them. ZywOo's P250 on the T side gets popped by TeSeS, who is a bit of an animal at the moment. That critical 3K with the Desert Eagle over on the B site really put Falcons in a great place.
Ooh, this is interesting, man, because Magisk has a smoke, and they're coming in from Palace. They might not need to suss out the players on the ramp, or
as well.
Flamesy inside of... Oh, underpass. Interesting spot. He's really ready for this delayed lurk.
What happens when that bomb gets covered in a smoke? Because nobody is stopping Magisk from running up and putting that smoke on top of it.
Exactly.
He's going to go for this 5-second defuse inside of a smoke. It is utter desperation from Vitality, and he just can't line it up. So with ease, Falcons step forth to double digits.
It's a perfect game plan. The way that Kickstand rotates around through Palace is awesome as well. They know it's going to be an A-ramp play.
I suppose the saving grace for their sake is we've got Nuke in the back pocket. Final map of this best of 5 ready to go again. But it looks like we're going to be getting there sooner than later. With rounds like these just getting racked up, these rifles at the front of the B-hit are finding nothing until ZywOo finally answers. By the time he does so, everybody else is dead, and Rops is right there with him. 11-3. It is Falcons all the way to map 5, it feels. This is the first time Falcons have been able to blow Vitality out of the water. Magisk right into the windowsill. I mean, they can do no wrong on this second half. With a win streak truly alive, it is a very odd scene to see Vitality fall apart like this. Safe to say nobody on the analyst desk could have seen this one coming.
I think Vooer was the one who said that they're the most beatable on Mirage.
The nature of the Australian map wins for Falcons was an overtime Dust 2, a 13-10 on this map, and then we know what happened with that barn burner of a nuke. So this is new territory for Falcons, and maybe that's why it's tough to close, but we'll see, because modernized still 20-8, full health, ready to rock inside jungle, and Kickstand hears that quick window cross, but he doesn't do anything to stop it. And while TeSeS looks real low, that's all the players left alive here in the 16th round of play.
Yeah, I don't think Vitality want to go outside right now and take a break before the next map without having something to say on this map. Otherwise, it is just going to be a terrible mood out there, to be honest. Even if they aren't going to win this, and they could, but not with the way that they're playing. 8-9 rounds at least for the team that they have shown us that they are after these last few months. That's, I think, the bar at a minimum. But Nico hasn't left way yet. They're still worried about a potential cat play.
It's that lack of mid-control since the start of the round. We'll see if Magisk can catch them off guard from Sandwich as modernized draws attention and goes down with nothing. Apex toying with this execute, but it gets full cleared by Mezzy. Well done on the approach here from Vitality. You keep Flamesy's eyes over towards Cat to prevent any kind of a challenge. Here's TeSeS though, he stops the plant.
No way.
15 seconds to recover. A test from Nico through jungle soon enough, but that late play from Kixan having to wrap all the way around apartments.
Needed to be a few seconds earlier. Nico still wishes he was on Cat for this.
And Kixan's gonna get dropped by it, so Nico just waiting out this smoke grenade. Unfortunately, his teammates have all been withered away.
All right, so what we saw here was a great round out of Vitality, map control-wise. And yeah, that was solid.
Apex starting to get crazy with it.
Yeah, I mean, they pull him all the way back. The fresh top con smoke split in place here for the B site.
Timing's good. Oh, it gets shut down. ZywOo turns just in time to cover. We get kills back from Falcons, though. It's still even keel.
Oh,
missed shot from modernized as
Flamezy
just slides down beneath that scope. Magisk up next, instant headshot. And this one down to just the 2v2 with bomb over towards that catwalk. Mezzy reopens the possibility of it as Kixan's got to try to close this gap. His best map of the series so far. The in-game leader has taken his team to a comfortable lead. But can he close it with a clutch? They've actually lost track of this. No eyes on back market. Now confirmed that he's here, and he just tries to push it forward. Looks to section them off, but Mezzy's got other ideas. His 2 kills on that site. Just no control of the situation in the first half. You'd think so many mistakes would cost you. Desert Eagles surround you. Do they come away with kills? modernized won. And the others dropped with nothing, but Kixan activates while the nades are in hand. Mezzy finds Sanctuary in the corner of Con. He's got to try to push that bomb up. Great spam damage coming at him. And now the off picks up. Kixan's going to try to get it going.
Hit that shot.
Bomb plant on default safe. Mezzy coming up low. And his head gets popped. It's a triple here from Kixan. Killer calls and a convincing fashion to try to close this. As you've got Rops stuck along the wall. He feels like he is stuck in with them. And the trade frag looks likely. But 11 health on Magisk as he sits on that angle and waits. And Rops feels squeezed for the win and a chance on nuke. Magic's crosses, and still those shots whiz by. Rops, cold as ice, just welcomes him in. And a 10-second defuse to stick this down to the final seconds. Do we go again?
Oh, it blows up. Rops just delayed. That's all they needed to do.
With the amount of pressure he applied to Magisk in that, you know, and then suddenly he just stopped moving, and I thought to myself, like, oh, he got inactive, but that is what wins the round. Another by milliseconds, not the first one. Vitality pull out of the hat. Look at that fire next to their names. There is momentum here now.
This fight could be everything. Kixan coming up close.
Tons of damage, but Apex hangs on from the bottom of the board, the real depths.
Things starting to get hot now. We've got that Rops pressed up against the glass inside a Palace. No one in CT right now. It's the first and last line of defense.
Say that one more time.
It's just modernized.
Utility for the execute's looking good. There was a smoke out there. It goes for the cross instead to let Mezzy try to pressure him. modernized will give over ticket booth. You hear the feet in the fire. He knows damn well this has been compromised. You'll be expecting Mezzy to have been pushed up, and maybe that's why the Brit falls back ever so slightly. Yeah, still sticks around that corner.
Switches to missiles. That's a fine spot to be in if you're Mezzy. We're talking no utility, though. No assistance on this peak.
Retake is on. TeSeS, smoke grenade, and the kit. Keep an eye on him to try to squeeze out the defuse. And right now, that emphasis on ticket is allowed because ZywOo dropped a critical shot. Apex picks up slack. No way TeSeS gets turned on. modernized's able to recover, but he wasn't able to get active to start. What could have been players plucked off ramp in Palace is instead space to Vitality.
They didn't have any utility because they came forward with a proper exec out of the ramp.
Though here's all of this.
Yes, this is a crazy place to sneak into. ZywOo takes a step back, and Magisk walks right into him.
TeSeS did pick up a deagle kill to start that, though. It's hoping to inspire the other pistols. You've got that looming threat of modernized's off over towards jungle, now repositioning quick to ticket. TeSeS on the edge of smoke. Rops has got to try to keep his head between both sides of this. TeSeS decides to emerge, and it's an easy pickup for man advantage. Nico's low. It really still feels like it's got to be modernized's off. Nico's Desert Eagle's a distraction, and Rops turns around.
Doesn't matter. The reactions from Rops, and now modernized's off is actually in danger.
Under threat from this close push. Okay.
Danger.
From bench to an end to the double digits with it.
That's right.
A press from Magisk towards ramp. Mezzy awaits him, and he hits that instant headshot. Yet again, an opening kill to the Vitality favor. Now, modernized is there to cause problems, not from ticket, but rather bench. And a quick push from Apex is going to flush him back onto the other side of the smoke. They try to expose the approach. Not the case. Vitality do a good job of just keeping their heads down for now.
Bomb's coming in slow.
Second volley of utility comes over top, and the plant's right there behind it.
Defensive smoke from modernized. Tees are all within the sight right now, but Flames gets out of there.
We've got a potential retake queued up, triple ticket. Double smoke on this situation here for Falcons. ZywOo missed a shot previously that allowed Falcons to really pressure the bomb site. And now with that smoke down in front of him, he looks for the deeper angle, takes it instantaneously, tries to put that off into the smoke alongside the T's. And now it is only Modernized of the 4 remaining players to get anything done. His save is no guarantee. This win for Falcons, no longer a guarantee. We go round 24.
They had this in writing. Have to be fought with an MP9 and 2 FAMASes to support these rifles.
They try it again, but they just give legs over to Rops. Great trade out of Nico, much needed, to say the least.
Man, I think they wish they could turn this into a cap play after that double ramp push. Apex is listening to this, but he's also up in halls.
He said earlier in this game, guys, all we have to do is stick to the original plan. They will, by the looks of it, follow through onto the A hit. Will he be a part of the split? Nico tries to challenge Apex. TeSeS only able to lock down 1. The Kovac fall back to the default site. He collects yet another head, but that is where he's ended. ZywOo to hold off Murder Hole, but somebody's got to pick up bomb.
He doesn't want to leave because he knows that they could be coming there from window. He's playing it safe. They don't know where everybody is.
Apex off angle. CT slow approach, nades in hand. Lucky to get that gun back out.
Did he get out of there?
Lucky to try to dodge, but he needs to also offer cover. And as he goes deep, he dies.
No plan.
We stand on the finish line.
ZywOo, who got 5v4s throughout this entire game, now has to go into the clutch. 2 kills in this round. And maybe an open route. Modesty to watch him.
He hits it! Headshot out of ZywOo to create a world of possibility.
And a touch of good movement to open up options over towards B.
Style points as he arrives on this B bomb site. No challenge, no contest, which means plenty of time to reposition.
20th kill for ZywOo, 21 to bring this to overtime. He needs the 4K 1v2. Kicksan knows he can play it from anywhere. No utility to work with.
And bomb plant front sight, stoic.
Planted for Cat.
ZywOo sits silently, heart pounding for Kicksan, knowing they could push this series, make sound. He's not faking. It's a miss, but he gets him off. Now Kicksan no longer defusing.
Oh, wait, does he have time? I don't think so.
No, not again. 3 times in this series.
He won it.
It comes down to less than a second.
He just pulled him off the bomb. That's all he needed to do. And Vitality have done it. They get to over-regulation. It's overtime.
That, folks, is 9 rounds straight.
No way.
9-3 lose pistol, and Vitality still show resilience. Flash for Nico. He looks to stop it. Can't do it on his own, and there is 0 support here, as that A defense is what Falcons look to weaponize early. A crushing feeling that Falcons know all too well after Australia.
Melbourne needed 5 hours for TeSeS to feel good again.
Good reposition from Modesty, though. Top stairs not spotted, still reacts. And so a second man advantage made possible after the fact. You've got the ramp player coming out to try to pressure, but pressure alleviated here by TeSeS. Another clutch attempt, cut short by Magisk.
And after all of that, Falcons finally get their round. They must be beyond frustrated to be here. Oh, and Mezzi,
that flash.
He still got Nico.
I mean, there's a world where he goes down with nothing. Instead, Magisk at bat catching Apex off guard. Awkward off angle, trades good again. Modesty sees it, but ZywOo hits it. And so we go back 2v2.
Just underneath him, flames behind him.
TeSeS, though, dead. Tries to take it on an off timing and instead thrusts the in-game leader to yet another clutch. And ZywOo's bought a little more time and brought a little more backup.
Protected that CT. Plans, not playing for it. Kicksan again, unspotted, yeah.
What are you gonna do? You got no way to get him out of here, so you put down the smoke and ZywOo's gonna strike you before.
Yeah, it just keeps rolling with ZywOo, who's getting better by the round. And sometimes it's not because of him, but he knows this isn't his A game right now. The sneak from Rops.
They make noise on the disassemble. Cat players
covered.
Holds that back.
Perfectly covered.
Nasty Flamesy to hit that. Nico slides outwards though, and there's no support for the trade. But you've got Rops up in the window. Missed shots! Critical error, unless ZywOo can bring it back. But Modesty hits his. You know there's a player down beneath, and Magisk seems unkillable. What a time to step it up. And what a time for Rops to drop the ball. Perfect chance for Falcons.
Yeah, that was actually definitely the play for Rops.
Modesty may be the rock star of Mirage, but that core of Vitality's powering up. Kicksan's gonna try to test Cat.
No,
first casualty here of this one.
Offhanded that flash, ran right into it.
Utility over the top of ramp, missed op shot from ZywOo. And yet he gets tagged. Now has to somehow survive down to 7 with fire down beneath him. Nico coming out from connector. The success is starting to be pieced together all across the board. And as that utility rains on deep, Mezzi gets his. Whittled down to 40, flashed and smoked off soon. This is bomb planting, double ops, honed in on him.
All right.
Falcons secure it again.
All right, that looked excellent out of Falcons. The attack was perfect. Nico was in there. Magisk is getting kills now, too.
Grouped up and ready for the all-in. There's enough of a defense floating around this site. ZywOo's gonna have to be a key part of it again, but he doesn't really get that jump up onto Ticket. He was hoping to have landed. We've got a gap on that smoke towards bench. He's looking for another. No concern whatsoever, just writing off the Magisk swing. And so it's an easy pickup for Kixan.
What a great risk.
ZywOo missed second shot. We've got the F4 close.
TeSS.
It's TeSS to the T side again. And Magisk now able to lock in behind sight box. Monacy hands busy on the plant. Nico's your late ramp anchor. And as long as he sits over there, one concern, bomb's not for him. So if this Ticket retake from Flamesy starts to go well, supported by Mezzy of course, then maybe Vitality still upend this man advantage. Time to find out. TeSS dropped real quick. Magisk now feels squeezed. There's 2 of 4. It's down to the duo. The Falcons bank on and a missed op shot as well. That bomb is not for Nico. He somehow has to close this gap, has to run them down, and he will not do so. First chance missed. Dangerous game to play with TeSS and Magisk on the entry. Bomb's coming. They try to get ahead of the smoke. They do so. Flash is fantastic. You've got Mezzy still just leaning back and a ton of damage done. Peppering that windowsill from the catwalk. Nico arrives.
Okay.
And as he does, 2 bodies drop. ZywOo now the next. Kixan tries to press his issue into the likes of Apex, reads it, but can't stop him. And so Monacy, again and again and again, has to be the key. He could be 11th chance to close this.
He could jump across, walk right into
Okay! The one-man army! This best of 5 deserves it.
Oh, gotta be careful, actually, if you're Falcons, because they don't have the ramp play right now. A little late on the rotate. Nope, they got control side.
It's Magisk and Monacy to make it down. That little hesitation out of Vitality gave him this chance.
Magisk on these pistols, man.
And door shut in his face as well. Now that's 3 players confirmed on control side. I think you just kind of go for the plant. Hope you can hang on for dear life. And a 3v5 recovery, that is what we're queuing up. ZywOo is toppling 2. You've got another guarantee in the backside of Rops. And then as Kixan and TeSS try to press their issue through that doors, there's just seemingly no exit.
And they can't find ZywOo, man. He's been so slippery.
Great reposition on his behalf. Kixan's single point of HP popped. It's a triple kill for ZywOo in the pistol. No P250 needed. Double doors closed in. TeSS gets his, but that's ZywOo's impact. And we felt it back on Mirage.
Yes.
So no surprise, he comes out swinging in the final go. Big threat here for the scout to deal with. Monacy tries to dive out fast.
Whoa,
nice
clean
headshot. Gotta give it to TeSS.
Oh,
Not only do you get
dropped,
damage off the scout, yes, both drop down, and so it's a quick reroute for Vitality.
So quick into these protocols.
Still, though, a couple pistols on site. Apex, he's the next victim.
Oh, okay.
We've got a beautiful bounce back, considering this is only the 2nd pistol win of the series for Vitality.
It's so awkward because 3 players are in hell. They didn't have anyone back in lobby, so they can't guarantee the split. There has to be another kill coming out.
And there it is. One for Nico. This is damn near flawless at this point. You've got Rops with 100 health and Flamesy sitting on 10.
There's still something about this if this round drags out with Rops being on full HP. He's still got this AK. They haven't recovered this gun on site.
They give him space.
Yeah, they do.
As 2 players juggle guns, Kixan actually lets them out from heaven. Okay, finishes off the 10 health of Flamesy, so it's the 100 health of Rops clutch versus 4. Players down beneath him, bested.
Somehow.
42 HP, he could make it to that B site.
Oh,
he could have gone.
Yeah, that's...
But obviously, Nico's down there already just in case, so they have to just write this off. It is a force buy victory for Falcons.
Okay, they can deny, too. I guess we haven't had to see them try it because they've won so many pistols. No one is safe after a pistol round in this series. Nicely done here for Falcons.
Timely peek from Nico here could spell disaster for the Vitality attempt at a buyback.
Just missing every single spot. Both players, in fact.
ZywOo's on him now. Asks him to peek it again.
Maybe, I wonder if Flamesy actually saw something right there and just traded over the aggro to ZywOo.
Smoke walls go down.
Solo AK.
Flamesy starting to take a sniff towards Secret.
Interesting. Going down lower.
Makes sense, I think, with the second gun. Secure that at least, and then a God-given gift for Rops.
Yeah, this is huge plans revealed here.
Apex doubles back, just kind of taking a look at main. 15 seconds.
Oh,
he's going to look to
vent
drop
now.
down vent, and we've got nothing downstairs here. There is no contest for Falcons.
A steal back already. No one's even watching that. And another Tech Nine. 2 Tech Nine kills. Excuse me. 2 for the price of 1.
That looks like the same bullet, but it's not a collateral.
It seriously looked like the same bullet.
What is that? Dude, we continue to live in the subtick.
Oh my God. And that's Rops' 3rd kill with that Tech 9.
From quick scopes to diffuses to these headshots.
Yeah, seriously.
Just how close this head-to-head gets down to. Flawless force buy back until this very sneaky TeSS moment. Would have loved to have denied an additional save, but at least 1 gun down as Vitality bounced right back.
Oh my gosh. trading back twice, and it's because, again, Flamesy traded aggro with Zywoo. He took the duel with a solo AK, and then it's actually the real threat here. Okay, and...
What is that?
I don't even know.
That's the same bullet, no?
1, 2, 3, 4. No,
oh
wow. It's just a stray shot there on Modesty. My gosh.
They try it again, and Tessa, unfortunately, not one of the better equipped, but has hit some nice headshots while holding off ramp. This one a little more labored. And unfortunately, him and Magis both drop. Here comes Nico trying to clean up. Singular kill to his name, as it's Zywoo to make the difference. And it's Zywoo to hit the ground running. Of all of the individual moments we've had throughout all 4 previous maps, Zywoo's consistency from Mirage to Nuke is clearly being felt here.
Yeah, it looks like his best start so far. And is there a gun that Kicksan can go and grab or not? I don't think so.
No, second M4 is down in hell off Nico's death. Maybe he just grabs one of his own.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Apex will be pissed about that. Let's see if you can get him on tilt. I think it's full focus. Nice frag as well to just guarantee this exit.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, you whittle down some cash here for Vitality. So far, Maui Snake was correct in his assessment of Nico kind of getting put through the blender, struggling to get some outer momentum going. Monacy spots it from above. Nico wants to try to test this, but also doesn't give away his position. Doesn't
spam. The timing, though.
Wants to flank. And then at the same time, Rops gets active. From top hut comes the response out of Magisk, and Nico actually didn't follow. He goes deep into the corners of Garage instead, just waiting for the main split.
I think after Rops got his kill, he started to get concerned about upper suddenly, because why would that lurk come in? Well, it was just to thin the herd down a little bit.
Just such another great example of Vitality getting their opponents to second guess every piece of info that they have.
Even without ramp, you have the threat of a 3-pronged split here on lower. You've got the windows on control side, the doors, and decon as well. Tessus is up in the spot, Xantares. It's a key position, but right now the attack is not majority from decon.
Despite Rops being dead, Monacy still concerned about that ramp flank. Ooh, good one from Tessus. Keep the decon kill clean. There's a deep peek, bolstered by that smoke.
Incredible.
You get Monacy out of the equation by smoking it off. They just jump on Tessus.
And see, that's the 3-prong split right there. They don't even need to come in from ramp for it, and they still have so many ways to attack. They did a good job also of surveying inside of the vent before they went into decon, and they saw there were no rotations. That's where it was very scary for Falcons. They didn't actually know for sure.
That's a round where, unfortunately, the timing, he's not having eyes on the hut exit. This time he finds the opening kill. Sweet revenge for having dropped his teammate in the round prior. Magis gets away with 10 HP.
One of 2 rifles here for Falcons. Here's going to be listening.
I mean, stomping all the while. They gotta know somebody's potentially back here. Eats that flash fully. Oh. He gets into the smoke. Oh, this is huge.
Did they both eat it? Is that why?
That was Mezzy on the other end of it. Now Mezzy and Nico are just face to face, and Monacy's gonna serve up a distraction in the middle of it. How has he managed to skate past them twice?
He doesn't even know he was sharing a room with his enemy right there, and somehow doesn't get the chance to get a kill.
Zywoo will, though. Doesn't let that chance slip by. Just denies Kicksan outside of main. I mean, that could have been a bloodbath either direction.
2 players guaranteed upstairs. They probably think there's an extra one. They're trying to speed up down lower.
It's the pistol in SS. Oh, hits the headshot again. Nasty. That Desert Eagle has been class, but Mezzy and Zywoo with the better weapons get the better position. And unfortunately, limited rifles, one of which in Nico's hands just never has anything to shoot at.
Got a good set of utility here from Magisk. Nico's coming in full HP, and they have a kit. It's worth a shot.
Nico's got to be the one to unravel this. Mezzy opts to take that deep position back sight. Magisk slow to the party, but critically has to come through with the kit and the util. And Zywoo's missed that timing on the flank. Nico's gonna start to crawl upwards. It feels like Zywoo's gonna find himself 1v2. Mezzy gets cleared out, just trying to hold it on his own. Remember, kit out there on the play, but Magisk, he's gonna die to this nade. Just gets blown off sight. Zywoo, ice cold, another clutch to the tally.
Yeah, that's right, man. The one time he started here, it was a 1 AK round for Zywoo, where Flamesy baited and saw him. Nice. Okay. There's a little bit of support. Actually countering the cross smokes was something.
There's a lot of attention, though, given over to it, right? Tess has the secret, plus the Kicksan Nico combo.
And this road leads to upper.
They're going to test him. Rob's behind the vent already.
Also, speaking of not playing the game, avoiding Monacy entirely, too. He's 1-6.
Robs has had a good time on this A floor, finding timings. And now he's got support from Hut instead. Kicksan just kind of caught in the open. Now suddenly tons of pressure here on Magisk. They write him off for a second. He's not able to get more than one. And so they do what Robs does and just creep out onto this bomb site in numbers, recovering from a man deficit.
It's got to be a retake, man. It's not going to be an easy round, but it's finally a round that ends upper, and they're in a 3-on-3.
He's looking for the flank. Vitality locking into these forward positions inside of Hut. Flamesy thinking about the approach, sees a bit of skin, tries to pounce on it. Meanwhile, Squeaky Door held off. ZywOo awaits your attempts. Do you have anything behind it? Not in his eyes.
No chance.
Not in his game. Not this time.
He doesn't even
7-1 Vitality. Fast one. Flamesy wants to test it.
They're dropping the vent.
Thinking to yourself, you've just got the weapons advantage. You are absolutely correct. Playing with Falcons at the moment. Rob's gonna drop util just to ensure that there is no sudden thrust from the Falcons retake. There it is, the one gun. Nico knows he's gotta do it, and he's gotta do it on his terms.
Yep, 5v3 now.
Just comes flying out through the smoke grenade, keeps them on their toes, and obviously here you see Apex so far removed. It is a long journey for him to join up with this very open crossfire between Rops and Mezzy. A vacant bomb site between them, pressure on both ends now that smoke comes up, and Rops knows he has to play into cover. All of a sudden, his teammate's dead. And so Apex a little late to the party, but with a 10-second defuse covered by smoke, they get the better of it, you'd think.
Oh my God, the
Yet
time, though.
again, it's gonna come down to the wire, but this time, it's Falcons.
Every kill.
Magisk in these most recent rounds has been making a harder go of it for the Estonian. And we've seen a lot of setups with no Rafters support, but this time that's different. Kicksan gets vision of them crawling down that vent. Tons of damage done, but yet once more, it looks like Bomb should plant. Tesses has other ideas. Molotov for him to have to deal with. Mezzy just wants to put this into the post plant. At the very least, Bomb down. And maybe now these lurks can activate at the right moment. But modernized keeps his head on a swivel. Apex is going to write off the possibility of another on the A floor. Mezzy, your time to shine, and nothing more than the one. Falcons tether nicely, and they deal with these high-pressure situations smoothly. Another retake added to the round count. 3 Mo. Awkward here, Apex. Okay, you would have heard that. Kicksan takes fire damage, then he's gonna double down. You've got more pressure coming out from Squeaky, but the Hut holds good here from Magisk. And so A-site defense tested, but not bested. And a vent drop, no way.
Well, he's got away with the bomb.
ZywOo comes back up, Magisk, holds him, gets the headshot for 8 HP. He tries again. Slippery is the ZywOo.
Yeah.
And knowing the stat line in terms of pistol round wins, you gotta hang on to that. From top Hut, Magisk looks to thrive. Mezzy cuts him down, and Rops has got the next one here for Vitality. Takes, though, out from Hut. It's in the realm of possibility. Tesses from the top gets it.
Oh, he got it.
Clean as need be. 4-round streak to end the half.
And now we go into the second half. We'll see. It started off so badly with the pistol and the denied conversion, and then the one after that. And Falcons have shown us really impressive stuff here on the pistols. Time to bring it again.
Rops finds his.
Blind.
Apex and Flamesy just fully expecting this play.
Total shutout.
In a game full of pistol round wins, we've not seen one so lopsided.
You can see Apex bouncing in his chair.
Into secret stairs. He's not alone in this outer place. ZywOo, whoa now.
Yeah. Oof.
Worried about Silo for a second.
But look how thorough these outer setups are. I mean, this is ZywOo drawing attention. Like, before it was just Nico by himself floating around.
Yes.
Here, there's a little bit more going on. Oh, perfect
Nice.
clear out of Nico. Ducks under that one. ZywOo with one back. They know that. Someone's crossed. Someone's dropped.
Flamesy's MP9 in vent just kind of gives him a little more room. Nico thinking about the ladder, but Flamesy, up close.
Step back at the perfect time.
Splatters him, and then cautious about Kicksan. Now that is perfect.
Incredible.
That's how you do it. Nico showed us an excellent approach to clearing the secret corner. Flamesy stepping back gives him a taste of his own medicine.
Won't allow himself to get pre-fired, and the fact that he won that second duel. Still got upstairs covered as well.
They try this?
Yeah, I guess they're here.
Thing is, I mean, this spot is just
Got to be the
killer.
best clear ever. And Flamesy's low, though.
Low HP gives them a second chance at the swing. Smoke grenade as well could cover the plant. Things could indeed get weird here. Flamesy repositions. Modesty catching a kill elsewhere. What a slide by.
He's still alive.
Disappears, and now Modesty to a pistol.
That's the slippery Flamesy we know. That's beautiful. But no one has to move from the CT perspective. No one in the hut to catch that drop-off.
Molotov gets him to change spots. ZywOo down after one. You've got Mezzy looking to anchor, supported from above.
Oh, what a shot.
That support's dead thanks to Modesty. Bunch of damage here. And a late arrival from Rops, as he is nowhere to be found. All made possible by Modesty, who was not afforded much gameplay in that first half. Just left over in ramp, barely ever tested.
But the amount of times they could have picked off, I mean, a lot of teams could pick off Apex walking around, even though he's very careful. There are tons of chances to do that. And this round won't come without losses. Okay, Kicksan survives, gets a kill in the end.
If the engine of each of these teams are their op and rifle combo, it is very clear that Vitality's is online. Yet again, Rops and ZywOo top the charts, waiting for their challenge, and it's offered up by Kicksan. Flamesy bested. That's looking like a nice primed A site for the taking. Modesty thinking about that flank. Good on him. It's a nice risk assessment, but Rops will always respond if you give him that chance. And it's a whether of not tether off of Apex. Can he come out from Garage to join up here, or because of the costs of the last round, do they write this one off?
Yeah, if they had a molly for opposite vent, maybe they try it. They could have lost his high last round on Falcons. Win. They're going to try to do that again.
Almost.
Apex dies.
Rops, though, could still do it. He'll drop at least one. And the bomb, oh no, finds Tesses.
Yeah, last 2 rounds, one alive
There we
here.
go. Good on Falcons. Good on Modesty. We said that's the duo that's got to get active.
Yeah.
It's just that Mac 10. And
The bomb's coming back. Yeah, they are going to try to bring it back upstairs. This is like a late round adjustment. We'll see if it works.
Incendiary to go down Hut.
Clue.
And if it gets dropped on Hut, then suddenly Magisk is turned away from sight.
Little awkward here.
He still finds Flamesy at the very least, but now we're going double defense in the site. Apex
The bomb.
starting to get
He was going
rambunctious.
back lower.
What's Modesty going to do with 15 seconds? He's cut off by the in-game leader. They go back and forth. Damage here from Apex. There is still time. They've got to try to run it down with low health. Dark held on to 7 seconds. Plant denied, and they outplay themselves.
Yes, they do. They get so confused. They have 2 ideas happening at the same time. They don't know which one to follow.
Man, what are they trying this time? We've gotten down to 40 seconds, and there's barely been movement.
This is bad again. I think they want to take an upper because that's where their best entries have been. Apex catches lurks from this position. This is why you play here.
It's a deep lean. It's a back turn to him. Oh, but he lets Flamesy drop in the process. Hut push means bomb dropped. Mezzy off the site again. Rock solid anchors. Rock solid vitality. They pull it off again. 100 days since their last loss. And a win streak that won't just go one step further. Your Blast Rivals champions, Team Vitality.